Nominations to the Indigenous Peoples Commission are to take forefront as Amerindian leaders meet in the city. Nazima Raghaber has our report.
Discussion on appointments to the Indigenous Peoples Commission and consultations on the appointment of a new Tushaus Council are among the focuses of the National Tushaus Conference. Opened today under the theme, Building Capacity for Good Governance, more than 140 village leaders and more than 110 Tushaus from the 10 regions gathered at the International Convention Center. Amerindian Affairs Minister Carolyn Rodrigues said that a discussion for the Indigenous Peoples Commission was set for this conference following a letter from the Appointive Committee of Parliament. That commission is one of 5 that was expected to be set up, along with the Human Rights, Gender and Equality and the Children Rights Commissions. The minister said that she is confident the discussions would be fruitful compared to those at the last conference 3 years ago.
They didn't even get to the Indigenous Peoples Commission. As you will recall, we had some difficulties with, I think it was the Women and Gender Commission, so they were going one by one. But I am very hopeful because now they have written us, they have written the ministry asking if we can work with the Tushaus to get the 3 members appointed.
One of the 3 members is expected to be a woman, and nominations are expected to come from the Tushaus Council, Indigenous NGOs and other stakeholders. But is there still a need for an Indigenous Peoples Commission when there is an Ethnic Relations Commission?
The issues are a bit different, partially because of the geographic remoteness of many of the communities, but lots of the issues are very different. They have a whole different governance system and everything else. So some of the things that might be problematic for people in the coastal areas might not be as problematic for them, but then there are other things that would be really problematic. So I guess that is why they put a separate commission.
And today, too, the minister told Tushaus that 19 communities have since received land titles since the last conference.
6 have been granted extension to their titled lands, more than doubling the lands allocated to Amerindian communities. The process, which in the past endured some rocky patches, is now included in the legislation, and addressing land claims is now a run-of-the-mill activity.
She added that land demarcation is well underway and includes some of those communities that received land titles. Today, 2 Tushaus were sworn in as Justices of Peace and some as Rural Constables. The Tushaus are expected to be trained for their respective roles and also to meet with several ministers of government and other stakeholders. The conference ends on Friday. For Prime News, Nazima Raghaber.